Tired of scrolling all day? Come chill with me and watch some of these oddly satisfying videos. I promise they'll melt all your worries away. Whoa, you guys gotta see this. Is he blowing glass into what looks like chicken wire cage? Wait, hold on. Oh my god, look at it expand. It looks just like a honeycomb. That is so cool. Who even thinks to this stuff? I bet water from that bottle would taste extra refreshing. If this machine started trimming trees, all the park workers would be out of a job. Look at it chew that tree down to the bare wood and chop it into perfect little pieces. Have you guys ever seen one of these? It's a first for me. Oh my gosh, that line is so clean and smooth. It's just so satisfying to watch. If they gave me that job, I'd probably spray paint a crooked line a meter wide. Look at that straight edge, not a single drop out of place. That's a pro right there. Whoa, this wood chipper eats logs like I eat potato chips. He drops in a whole bundle and it just swallows it whole in a second. Seriously efficient. I bet you only see these at massive factories, right? Check out this ice clearing truck. Wherever it goes, ice flies everywhere. Imagine driving behind this thing. It'd be like getting caught in a hailstorm. But you can't deny it works. The road is perfectly clear. Wait, what? How is he waving that squeegee around like a magic wand? I thought it would leave streaks for sure. No way. Look at that. Not a single drop left. Can you guys do this at home? Because I definitely can't. That's next level skill.
All right, the guys were impressive, but now it's the ladies' turn to show them how it's done.
Oh my goodness, this lady is strong and skilled. Look at how professionally she's laying those bricks, each one perfectly in line. Hey, all you construction guys out there, are you feeling the pressure yet? So this is how they make a stop sign. I thought it would be simpler, but it's actually quite a process. The part where they roll the decal on is so satisfying to watch. Not a single air bubble. Did you ever wonder how these were made? Isn't this little snow clearing machine the cutest thing? Small but mighty, it goes down the line and blows all the snow right into the truck. The guy standing next to it is probably just the supervisor. The machine's doing all the work. If I had this machine, I'd probably take my old wooden cutting board and make it brand new again. Look at it turn that rough piece of wood into a perfectly smooth surface. So satisfying. Okay, the weed whacker in my garage has to call this thing Grandpa. It just makes one pass and clears everything from grass to dirt. Look at the clean trench it leaves behind. Perfectly straight. If I had this machine for mangoes, I'd probably eat a ton a day. You just pop the fruit in, give it a spin, and the peel comes off in a perfect spiral. So creative. He turned an old propane tank into a seriously awesome barbecue pit, complete with a custom logo. This is peak recycling right here. It must look amazing when it's all lit up at night.
Okay, let's check out some more next level creativity.
With just a homemade mold, this worker creates the most beautiful ornate window trim. One smooth pull and it's done. I bet this is how they make all those fancy French-style villas. It starts as a flat sheet of metal with some chalk lines. Who knew that after some cutting, bending, and welding, it would turn into this super cool metal fish? Look at the mouth and fins. The detail is incredible. Check out how they move this truck tire. Just one push, and it rolls right up the ramp. It looks simple, but if I tried that, it would probably roll right over my foot. Here's another tree-eating monster. This one is even bigger than the last one. It's chewing up a whole tree. You can tell how powerful it is just by the cloud of dust. Two bulldozers pulling a giant chain are just clearing this entire field. The power of machinery is no joke. Those trees are falling like dominoes. An epic fail by the excavator operator. Who knew that stack of tires would be so flimsy? Looks like he'll be walking home after this. If you didn't flinch watching this, I'll call you a master. Okay, let's calm down and watch some more questionable techniques.
This is definitely the homemade version of a concrete supply chain. From the ground all the way to the roof, they work in perfect rhythm. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Oh, now we get the view from the top. Look, every shovel of concrete tossed up is perfectly caught with nothing spilled. That's a skill that must take a long time to master. Look at this cool cabbage harvesting machine. It moves along, automatically cuts the stems, and sends them up a conveyor belt. The farm workers just have to stand there and sort. Modern farming is awesome. From a simple block of wood, through some turning, carving, and sanding, it becomes a wooden bowl with an incredible pattern. If I had a bowl like that, I'd just display it. I couldn't bring myself to use it. How clever! This tool helps the worker carry 2 bags of cement at once without using his hands. Necessity is the mother of invention. Kicking off the flip-flop to mark the spot is a classic move.
All right, back to some more mind-blowing skills.
Look at the speed of this farmer. He ties up an entire row of plants in a flash. What is that tool in his hand? Does anyone know? Let me know in the comments.
The sun is just rising, and these guys are already working hard. Look at the speed they cut and pack the lettuce. It's like they're machines. Truly, our hands build everything. What is this? A dual-wielding showdown? This painter must be a master marksman in the world of spray painting. He's taking on that whole wall by himself. When you need to plow snow but only have a pickup truck, this is actually not a bad solution. It's creative, cheap, and seems to work pretty well.
This excavator is the definition of self-sufficient. It digs its own path and then drives right down. Watching the operator's moves is nerve-wracking, but seriously impressive.
Phew, that was intense. Let's watch something a little more chill to calm our nerves.
Wait a minute, we've been watching construction sites. How did we end up in an office? What is this lady even doing, just walking back and forth? Is her job just to make the office look prettier? Oh, I get it. She must be the boss, just checking to see if her employees are slacking off and watching videos like us.
Look how hot that is, glowing bright red. That hydraulic press squishes the metal block like we'd squish Play-Doh. It's amazing to see how the workers coordinate so perfectly. I wonder what they're making that's so big. Whoa, what is that excavator operator doing to that smokestack? Is poking a few holes really enough to bring it down? It's leaning, and it's down! A perfect controlled fall. That was awesome. The people watching must have had their hearts in their throats. This tool looks so simple, but it's genius. Just one push and it splits the metal sheet clean in 2. It really shows how a smart invention can make a tough job so much easier.
Okay, all the chefs in fancy restaurants must have this skill. Look at him slice that cucumber. It's as thin as paper. Then he lays it out and cuts it into a perfect pile of julienne strips. Top-tier skills. We've seen fine art, now let's check out some street art and garden art. This is pure class. No painter's tape needed, just a brush and a steady hand to create a perfectly straight, sharp line. Can you guys do this at home? Or does your wall end up looking like a mess? From simple pieces of wood, the skilled hands of these artists create a stunning, flower-shaped masterpiece. Watching them assemble each piece, paint it, and hang it on the wall is just mesmerizing.
Check out how they release the floodgates. Just a few turns of those cranks and a powerful torrent of water rushes out. The force of water is truly something to respect. I'm speechless. I honestly thought that was a real butterfly sitting on the wall. Turns out it's a hyper-realistic 3D mural. Look at the artist on that lift. True passion knows no height limits. If breakfast places had this machine, there would be no more long waits. It automatically pours the batter and flips the pancakes, and every single one is perfectly round and golden brown. It's making me hungry just watching.
Sharpening a regular knife is hard enough, but this guy is sharpening a curved saw blade. The sparks flying off look so cool. Only a true craftsman could do this. Just look at this truck. It needs dozens of wheels just to carry one section of a bridge. Modern engineering is truly beyond our imagination.
This looks just like a giant version of the claw machine at the arcade, but instead of grabbing stuffed animals, it's grabbing tons of dirt and rock. So cool. This is the moment I've been waiting for. From a chalk drawing, some rusty chains, and old brake drums, with a bit of welding, it becomes an incredibly cool scrap metal kangaroo. It just goes to show that with creative hands, anything is possible.
Oh my goodness, can you believe this is a block of tofu? It's so soft, yet someone managed to carve it into a lifelike carp down to every single scale. If I tried that, it would turn to mush in the first second.
Watching this plasterer is like watching a dance. He's so fast, efficient, and leaves a perfectly smooth finish. At this speed, he could probably finish a whole house in one day.
A golden wheat field under the sun with the giant green harvester at work. This scene is so peaceful and satisfying. Wherever the machine goes, the wheat is harvested cleanly.
When you want to move a tree without cutting it down, this is how it's done. They wrap it carefully and lift it gently. A very humane and professional solution.
Look at this roofer using a blowtorch to apply roofing sheets. He heats it until it melts and then uses a tool to press it down flat. This job requires a lot of precision and guts. What an incredible transformation. From a swampy green pond to a crystal clear pool where you can see the bottom. This is so satisfying to watch.
Another construction site monster. Its giant saw blade cuts through the earth as easily as a knife through cake. The power is just incredible.
From a rough tree stump with just a chainsaw and a sander, this craftsman creates a uniquely designed, beautifully curved chair. It's a true masterpiece.
You guys have to see how they bend wood. They use steam and molds to turn straight pieces of wood into perfect curves. This is how those elegant chairs and tables are made. This is a job that requires incredible patience and attention to detail. Each strand of rattan is skillfully woven together to create a beautiful and comfortable rocking chair. Leaning back in that chair must be pure bliss. This is top-tier concrete cutting technology. A high-speed wire can slice through a concrete wall so smoothly and precisely with no dust and no noise.
So impressive. So, was that satisfying or what? Which clip was your favorite? Shout it out in the comments. Don't forget to drop a like and hit that follow button so we can hang out and watch more awesome videos like this together.